You're not taking a lot of shots. You're being very selective with your shots, but they're going in. Your assist to turnover ratio, I think, is like 33-8 or something like that. What's been the transition for you in getting to know this DNA of this team and figuring out your role and maximizing that effort?
Yeah, no, I think really in my time here, it's always fun because we have such good players, and just like you said, as the season's gone on, just being able to find spots to where I feel like I can help us win, whether it's shooting the ball, passing the ball, doing little things, and especially when you have guys like Darius Keegs that shoot the ball so well, that helps my assist numbers a bunch too, because normally when you pass it to them, they make it. So I'd just say probably those couple things.
As a follow-up, your shooting percentage early part of the year wasn't great. Playing East Carolina there at the Spectrum Center, you go 4 for 4 from the field. Was that like a green light or something that just clicked on that was like, man, I found my shooting touch. I'm confident. I can, be confident with taking these shots while also operating within the offense.
Yeah, I think something that's been constant for me is just making sure I'm staying consistent in my reps, really throughout the season. So that never changed. And just when you see a couple go in, I think that always helps your confidence in games. And that was a really big win for us. So I think I was more focused on the outcome of that game than I was the 4 for 4 shooting. But no, I think that always helps though, for sure.
Dave, John?
For either or both of you, you got North Florida tomorrow night. They're a team that, you guys have both been through the ASUN a few years. They're one of the few teams that has had some success against Liberty in the past, and they kind of play a unconventional style or a different style than most teams. What is it about them that makes them such a tough matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach touched on it. They have a system that they stick to it and they believe in it. And so I think that anytime that you're consistent on something and you're not trying to gimmick it or change it based off your opponent, you're going to be successful at it because it's what you do every day. And like we've always said in our program, what you do every day is more important than what you do every once in a while. And so whenever you have those consistent reps and that confidence in it, you have a belief. And I think that's the biggest separator in basketball is like that belief and confidence in what you're doing. And I think that North Florida has that, and it always is going to make it a tough game and a fun game. I know, especially for Kyle. So, but anyway.
Dave, John, do you guys want to keep going? Or Ed, I'm sorry. Ed's got a question. I'm sorry.
I've got another either or question. By the way, you're as an Eagles fan, you're welcome for getting a nice, easy victory on Saturday night, and congratulations on beating their varsity team earlier in the year and their JV team on Saturday. So basketball, then. Sharing the basketball, and you guys seem to have done a really good job, especially against Stetson, with that and with distribution and different guys stepping up to make shots and create offense. Where do you guys each believe that you are in terms of having so many different people that can complement what Darius has offensively and make this team much more dangerous as ASUN play gets going?
Yeah, I think anytime you got a guy like Darius McGee and like his ability to score the ball, but also like his unselfishness and willing to do whatever the team needs, I think that helps everyone around him. And he probably should have had more assists if we had a couple more shots, but he did a great job. And then it trickles down to the rest of us really being able to share the ball like that and just stay connected. I think Coach harps on that a bunch, but I think it's really true and pays dividends.
Yeah. I think when you have a guy like Darius, it opens everything up for everyone else in another type of level. I think we saw it with Caleb our freshman year, and now we're seeing it with Darius just in a different light, different game, but everything comes easier whenever Darius is in there. So everyone's afraid to tag off of him or show off of him or whatever else. So Kyle gets a lot of good ball screens with Darius, so I know he appreciates that. But
That helps.
Johnny?
Hey, Kyle, for you, I asked Coach this, but what have you seen, maybe what's the biggest growth you've seen out of the freshmen or even COVID freshmen during non-conference play going into league play?
No, I think definitely as the season progresses, you kind of get in a routine, a rhythm, especially in that first semester. Classes are pretty consistent, and they've grown so much in just their ability to to work and really understand the game. And I think that's an adjustment for any program, any freshman across the country. So they've done a great job owning that process, buying into what we do here at Liberty. And I think you guys have seen just a little taste of that on the court.
Assembly?
My question just goes off of Darius and, his success. You guys have seen him hit all these milestones alongside him these last couple of years, especially this season. What's it been like, and, as his teammate, and just how has Darius been as he's continued to hit some of these milestones?
Yeah, I think it's been cool to kind of see his maturation just from day one. We were roommates over summer break when we got here, and just kind of the way that he absorbed a lot of information from a lot of different guys, whether it was Lavelle, Georgie, Caleb, Mayo, just always in their ear, picking their brains. And like now you see him pouring back into those guys. Isaiah is someone that he is really been in his ear this last season, but also just over the summer. Jonathan, Brody, DJ. Obviously, we want those two in particular to learn as much from Darius as they can. But yeah, I mean, I think just seeing his leadership beyond just the on the court piece, but off the court as well, just being able to be a voice in people's ears and help kind of bring them along the way he was brought along. So.
Dame?
Yeah.
Dame?
I wanted to add on to an answer you guys gave about the balance of scoring you've had against Boyce and then against Stetson. Coach McKay said this after the Stetson game that you guys were starting to learn how to take what the defense is giving you and not just three-pointers that were coming late in the shot clock or getting into areas to create something. And what we've seen as this offense has evolved, that with so many scouting reports aimed at stopping areas, that you guys are now finding ways to either work the baseline, cuts, that sort of thing, to get more involved, so that way this offense is more balanced and they have to key in on more than just areas.
Yeah, I think, like Coach says it all the time, we have really good players, and I think when you pair that with the coaching staff we have, Coach Johnston, and what Coach McKay are able to do is really put us in positions to be successful offensively, and I think you've seen that really over the course of this season just evolve a little bit. And like we said before, Darius takes so much pressure off the rest of us, and then it allows us to do different things. So I think you've seen that.
John?
For both of you, it's no secret Liberty has had a lot of success in the ASUN in the past few years, 3 straight tournament and regular season titles. As you guys are just starting out ASUN play, do you feel any sense of pressure, to not let the previous guys down, the previous team down, and to keep those streaks alive?
I'd say it's less pressure, and more of just like a desire, like to prove like ourselves, but also just to like get better, like in the sense of like, hey, like every year there's been a challenge or an obstacle. Every year there's been a team that we've kind of had to overcome, and so I think for us, just being able to get better as a group each and every day in preparation for whatever comes our way is the biggest thing, because we know at the end of the day what our goal is, and we want to be the best that we can be for that. So.